Hi everyone, my name is Anna and today I will be presenting to you my inquiry topic, which was looking into the impact of habitat loss on the Phascolarctos koala in the southeast Queensland region. Now, this koala is one of Australia's very own, and unfortunately we are seeing it become extinct due to the decline in population. I'll be presenting to you ways that the koala helps through our ecosystem and what we are doing at a federal, state and local level to help stop this decline in population.
The KPC has recently been listed under the Australian Government legislation as a vulnerable species, and the Queensland koala population has suffered a large decline in the last 15 years. From 1996 to 2012, the KPC population in southeast Queensland declined by 75%, with habitat loss being the biggest contributor. Habitat destruction changes landscape patterns and can disrupt many important ecological processes. Through my research, I have learned a great deal about the impact of habitat loss on the population of the KPC in southeast Queensland. The KPC is an Australian icon and unfortunately is currently being recognised as extinct across 2/3 of its range. It also plays a significant role in our ecosystem by consuming excess vegetation, reducing the biomass. There are many drivers of habitat loss, which include land clearing for agriculture, urbanisation and weather events. With southeast Queensland's ever-growing population, urbanisation will continue to be an issue as there is a continued need for additional housing. The 2019 to 2020 bushfires also saw significant destruction to koala habitat across southeast Queensland, which also impacted the KPC population. Habitat fragmentation is defined as the process in which a large area of habitat is broken into many smaller areas, isolated from each other, and it is a significant issue for the KPC population across southeast Queensland. Habitat fragmentation throughout southeast Queensland has resulted in the KPC population moving linear to infrastructure. This change in movement has opened the KPC to more threats as they are now exposed to a higher rate of vehicle collisions and dog attacks. This issue could have various consequences if not resolved. If the issue of habitat loss is not addressed, the KPC population in southeast Queensland will continue to decline. The KPC plays a fundamental role in our ecosystem, so if this issue is not resolved, there could be a potential imbalance in our ecosystem. The KPC consumes excess vegetation, which helps reduce the biomass that fuels frequent and intense fires. Throughout the rainy season, their feces act as nutrients that facilitate the regeneration of undergrowth, supporting the long-term sustainability of forests. Furthermore, these feces serve as a food source for insects and small rodents. While other animals and insects also rely on eucalyptus as a food source, some are unable to climb high to access these leaves and branches. As a koala feeds, they unintentionally contribute to the availability of leaves and branches for ground insects by breaking branches and dropping the leaves. All of these are examples of the vital role that the KPC plays in our ecosystem. There are many strategies being employed nationwide at a federal, state and local level to try to mitigate and limit the impact of habitat loss on the KPC population across southeast Queensland. On a local level, there are a variety of strategies being employed to conserve the KPC population in southeast Queensland. The strategies specifically pertaining to mitigating the impact of habitat loss include education programs and habitat and koala mapping. Locals should consider becoming educated on the importance of maintaining koala habitat and campaign to ensure that the koala mapping continues to be done throughout the region. The Queensland Government has created the South East Queensland Koala Conservation Strategy from 2020 to 2025. In conclusion, the impact that habitat loss has had on the Phascolarctos koala is quite significant in South East Queensland. If nothing is done to improve this decline, we will unfortunately see one of our very own Australian animals become extinct.